Hi, just to carry on with the composition thing, and showing you what I do, just to prove this is what I do. How old is these? Anyway, composition, look, lines. Composition, this looks like the same composition, mirrored. So I must wanted to do something really symmetrical. I think it was probably for the installation, but I like it just looking at it. Anyway, I like it. But so I keep these for, I don't know why I keep them, but I keep them. Just tons of them. Quite like that one. See, and then I'd even make smaller copies ages ago. Small, to do with pencil. Oh my god, look at it. But I like them. Something good about them. And see, look, and then introduce lines and things. This is when I was learning how to do this. Yeah, so look at it. Crazy. What for? Don't know. Look, more tiny. I like the look of that. That's lovely, that one. Look at it. That's lovely. Just the lines is lovely. Anyway, blah. See, introduce people. Trying, very rubbish. But learning. But yeah, that they didn't get anywhere. Yeah, but now they go bigger and learning a bit more, but still rubbish. Not what I want. What the hell is it? I don't know. Crowd of what? I don't know. Oh, I think it's a pride. Pride, crowd. Probably just people drinking and dancing on a bus. Anyway, so that's it, see, and then they come to these kind of things. Plus I found this big thing. What on earth? What? But I actually quite like it. You can make that into a massive, great big... Anyway, I didn't. But you can see the craziness of the lines. I'm working with the lines. And I bet if you painted that up, that could look quite good. What the hell's that? Chain. What the hell's that? Anyway. See, and then pattern. See, bring a bit of pattern in, and then they stick to the line. See, this is better. This is a few years ago, but nicer. See, nicer. I like it. Nicer patterns. See, and with that out there, and then you colour that in. I've got some that I've all coloured, which I'll show you later. But all I'm doing is showing you that they get better and better, and you could do thinner line, thicker line, thinner line, and then introduce tones and colours. You've got quite a nice thing going on, I think. I quite like that. Sometimes I really like the patterns. I've done absolutely stacks of them. Stacks of these. I was having a fit for weeks and weeks and weeks just doing all these things like this. I don't know if it was lockdown or what, but I went bananas. I'll show you them later. I should make them into a little animation, one after the other with some music, because there is a lot of them. Not this one, but this one was colouring in of something. But anyway, that was that. But I'm just showing you some more compositions and how they can get better and better. But I quite like that still. Yeah, it's just practicing, getting used to the lines, and then working within the lines, making them all touch. Look at that, touch, 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 touch. Ooh, junction box, touch, touch, touch. And then you make a good thing. Then it hangs together. Then, and then that's one step. After that step, then there's tone, and then there's colour. You know, it's all part of making a thing. You can do it by eye, as I said. It don't really matter. But the thing is, if you want to really hang it together, make it hang together, and you're not doing a single thing, you know, like some people, or they might go from the middle and just always be the middle. Well, if you want to be more out, you know, more erratic, more out, I don't know what the word is, more unmiddle, against the middle. You know, if you want to be a bit more freer and a bit more abstract and a bit more expression, I don't know. I am not a walking bloody dictionary. Then the lines and the way the lines are away from the middle allows you to drift out and use the lines, and it'll still hang together. As long as you get the, you know, if you want punch, you want the tone and the colour as well. But this is a great step to get you... Stop banging the table. This is a great step to get you a good base. Yeah, it's a good base. It's a great base. You like the lines, you like the composition, you like it all the way round. Start putting lines on, hangs together. Then you can take the next step. You know, if that was actually, you know, if you blew that up to about 6 foot and then painted that all in, but you could make a great painting out of that. You know, if you're mad on colour, you could really give it a thump. Fantastic. And well, it would be nice. It wouldn't be what I would want, but for some reason, I really like them. With me felt pens, they look absolutely lush, man. Lush. They're lovely. They're very, very lovely. Anyway, forget it. Right, that's the end. I shall, blah, blah, blah. Leave this all set up and then I'll do another one tomorrow probably. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye.